What is going on, y'all? It is your girl Janiqua A, and I am back with another reading for you guys. If no one told you guys today, I love you, and I know all your dreams and aspirations matter because they do. So let's tap right on into your energy and see what blessings surround you today. Archangel Michael, and I like my place, protect me. Protect my mind, my body, and my spirit. We're going to clear all my chakras, and we're going to tap into only the most important energies that is surrounding my everything's day today. Ooh, you're a little dice. It's looking like you might be going on a cart ride. All right, this cart ride. All right. I don't know if you are getting in a car. You could be driving your car. You could be getting in somebody else's car. But it's going to change your life. I don't know the topic of discussion in this car. All right. This could be a conversation about a vehicle. Okay. But it's looking like the dice has been rolled and you won. All right. It's looking like whoever betted on you, like, to not win, you know, because when you take a chance, you don't really know if the return is worth the rewards, right? And that's why sometimes you got to take calculated risk. You may have manifested something yesterday. All right. Yesterday was the Scorpio full moon. I see clouds. All right. I'm just seeing manifestation. Okay. There's something that has manifested yesterday. All right, and this is what to expect on you taking a chance with something. You've manifested something yesterday, whether you realize it or not. All right, and sometimes it's necessary to take chances, especially when it has everything to do with your transportation, right? With your movement, with your motion. All right, be careful about your vehicle. Be careful about people jealous of your vehicle because it's looking like it's pretty. It's looking like it's new. You know how when you put little things on your car, all right? And other times, the risk that is taken is not always worth the rewards, right? So the dice in this reading is just representing taking that risk, whether it be calculated or not, or one taken out of necessity. Hold on, let me get my wand. One second. I don't know where it's at, but whether it was one out of necessity or a calculated one, it's looking like it manifested. All right? Maybe the intentions behind something was valuable. All right? A lot of things probably are unknown or have been unknown when it comes to a certain manifestation, all right, or when it comes to a vehicle. But right now, you don't got to do nothing. And for others of you guys, doing nothing was not an option. Okay? I'm hearing doing nothing about a vehicle, all right, was not an option. Let me write that down. Yes, so doing nothing about some sort of vehicle was not an option. All right? A lot of you guys weighed all your options out to determine the action you was being called to take. All right? Like which one makes most sense. Okay? And a lot of you guys was unhappy with the current situation in your life. It wasn't serving you. All right. And it was calling you to bet on yourself and walk away from something. Take a chance on yourself. All right. So alternatively, there could be something you've been working on. All right. That required perseverance to see the fruits of your labor. That required a vehicle. That required transportation. And you took a chance. So the risk that you took, all right, and realizing that doing nothing was not an option, then got you a reward. Okay? Spirit, give me more on this Dice. This is also feeling lucky, like having a lucky hand. Look, a message. All right, so this is a message. All right, about that chance you took. All right, and then you got coins coming in. This is good luck. All right, this is good luck, y'all. All right, this is also 10, a completion. Okay? A completion where there's a come up here. Good luck. All right, this is a lucky streak approaching. All right, it's like you got the lucky, like you lucky. All right. This is a lucky streak approaching this weekend, y'all. All right, this is an opportunity out the blue. This is a message out the blue about a vehicle. All right, about a new vehicle. Okay, about a vehicle or transportation that you've been working hard on. All right, where doing nothing, again, was not an option. All right, being patient and waiting for the message. All right, being patient and waiting to know if that petition went through. So right now, the possibilities this weekend, all right, and what you are about to experience is endless with these two cards. All right, and anything that once seemed impossible is now possible. You done did it. A lot of you guys, this luck is going to manifest in coincidences. You meeting somebody that has the right contact you need, all right, about motion. A lot of you guys are about to receive a brand new car, all right, literally, or an upgrade on a car. It's going to be a prize, all right, like a monetary gift, all right. Coins. You might have been finding coins, all right. A lot of people have been offering to pay for your purchase, probably at the store, at the gas station, you know, wherever you're going. That's not by accident. All right, those are symbolic signs that you're doing something right, that something has manifested. All right, these are spiritual synchronicities. These are messages from spirit. Okay, anytime you see feathers, it's a message from spirit. All right, coins are also messages saying, hello, welcome into the material world. All right, I'm hearing 10 days. All right, 10 days. Something has manifested, like the ancestors, and luck is on your side. So a lucky streak approaching, opportunities out the blue. This opportunity with some sort of vehicle, some sort of transportation, some sort of motion. I'm hearing also owning a SUV driving service. Dang. All right, so some of you guys might be owning, like doing something different, actually investing with a vehicle, maybe deciding to offer a service with your vehicle. All right, but the spirit rule is saying hello. With the good luck, that's like the wheel of fortune, but in your money. All right, this new moon done brung in old money. All right, I'm hearing forgotten money. Okay, ideas that leads to the bag. All right, also a brand new car. All right, this is going to be a monetary gift, or has been a monetary gift, and you're getting more upgrades. You're getting the rims. Okay, so that's what I see. And doing nothing about a situation was not an option. That's what I'm hearing. So let's get more into your reading. Spirit, give me more on this dice. The numbers you can look out for is 19, 777, and 1010. You can look out for the 17th. Something has manifested on the 17th and the 19th. And probably the 10th. All right, so Spirit, give me more on this call. Dang. Wow. The 9 of Wands, yeah. You've been active in prayer. All right, you've been active in your magic. You've been active in putting on the armor of God. All right, you've been taking your power back. All right, you've been refraining from anything that is trying to harvest your energy right now. You locked in with spirit. All right, this is being locked in with spirit. It's the sun in Jupiter. You hear me? Everything is growing and expanding and evolving around you. All right, because look what you're doing. You know, for us people that deal with candle work, all right, we don't do it just because, like, we have a passion for the flame. We have a passion for that fire. Like, it's not necessarily the color. It is, but it's that flame that do it for us. It's that connection, seeing that magic is real. You hear me? It's looking like you done manifested a brand new vehicle. You have became home because you took a chance. Okay? Literally. It's looking like you are a warrior spirit. The 9 of Wands is a fighter, but in spirit. And look at the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I gotta cover this up. The devil. So there's a spiritual battle. All right. Somebody was waging spiritual warfare on your vehicle. All right. They thought that would stop you. Okay. Literally, y'all. So right now, with these cards that you see on the table, all right, a lot of people are secretly curious as to why their magic isn't working. You know, the devil card is people that is secret enemies, all right, that secretly wants and praying on your downfall, secretly want to attach itself to you, all right? So a lot of people are secretly curious why their tactics is not working. The devil card, how did you get a brand new car? How did you manifest that? Why their car is not working now? All right, why things are fumbling with their car. All right, how you are receiving all of this good luck. They wondering why their magic, all right, all of those rituals, all of those praying to their gods about you, praying to God about you. All right, it's not working because there's no reaction to the gossip. You're paying no mind to the enemy and to the enemy lies. All right, you're paying no mind to the temper tantrums. You're standing on business with the enemy, but you're not fighting it in the physical. All right, you're standing on business, whether people agree with it or not. For a lot of you guys, they could be even saying you conjuring up demonic forces. All right, it's looking like you made peace with your demons. It's looking like you probably do got a lot of ancestors that is being called demonic right now because they wrecking stuff. All right, it's not working because the magic returned to the true holder of the magic, which is us. All right, the lies, all right, the hidden intentions, the lack, the poverty mindset, the jealousy. It's not working because the magic has returned to us, the true holders. All right, so throwing attacks at equipped, right, divine beings, divine teachers, only allows us to transmute that magic to self. 9 of Wands, warding your name, doing whatever magic you need to do. You don't got to explain that. All right? So we're able to transmute that magic to self, and whatever the intentions of that enemy was for you will result in manifesting in their reality back to sender. So they're trying to figure out how to access this magic again. All right? They're trying to, how can we access this magic? And they're going crazy right now. All right? That's why they stalking you. That's why they on your page. That's why they searching you up. That's why they talking about you so much. All right? But the secret is, you must be authentic. You must be authentic. And that's what the devil is not. The devil don't have no magnetism. The people that are attached to this type of energy, you clearly see that they don't have no magnetism. You were the magnetism, feeding off of you. They can't pull a crowd together. They don't have nothing to say. It sounds silly. It sounds like they're trying to be like you. Ashe? So boom, that's what they lack. All right? No magnetism. So we see this now. All right? We see the foes in the family. We see the foes in the friendships. We see the foes in the lovers now. Right? So we waging war in spirit. So we see this. We know this now. So they can't touch us with that no more. They can't bond us with that no more. The root word, the graveyard dirt, all of that stuff. All right? We now acknowledge it. It's clear. We caught on, and we don't give a fuck about them no more. All right? Because the ancestors and the enemy is chewing them up as we speak. Okay? As we speak. But we do call judgment upon it aggressively. All right? That's the difference. That's the difference. We do call judgment upon it aggressively, and that's the shock. The energies and the elemental spirits and forces that is coming behind us, working through us, is out here looking real dark. All right? Which immediately eliminates their intentions and gives us the power. And that's why you see with all of this, all right, you're still manifested. All right, something big. So that's why the attacks, the lies, the wanting to fight on a physical level, right? On a physical level, that's what the devil is, right? They wanting to sleep with you, pulling your energy on a physical level because they can't touch you on a spiritual level. They can't interfere with these blessings, all right? Because you're going to war. You're not just sitting back. Doing nothing was not an option. And then that also brings me to this Scorpio new moon, all right? That Scorpio new moon that happened yesterday was the invisible line in that sand, all right? Was the invisible line in the sand. Okay? The safe version of you has seized, all right? The soft version of you has ceased, okay? And that's what's different. With this Scorpio new moon, all right, the identity has been grown into already. The end of the identity has gone. That version of you that tolerated this mess has gone. The quiet version of you, the agreeable version of you, the likable version of you. You have not been this person who you are right now for a while, all right? Because you were strengthening your alignment. You don't see this card. So now we apply discipline, belt to that ass, all right? Now we made peace. We not scared of the dog, all right? Belt to that ass, all right? Oh, you want to play with my money? Belt to that ass. All right. Oh, you want to play with my vehicle? Belt to that ass. All right. Oh, you want to play with these messages? Belt to that ass. All right. Aggressively. So the gap between who you are now and who you used to be is too wide to straddle, baby. All right. Ain't no more of that. All right. We calling this out. We shedding light on this. The devil don't like to be embarrassed. The devil don't like to be broke. All right? It was time to pick a side aggressively. You and your spirits and God or the enemy. All right? These friends, these family members. All right? These people. We already mastered the version of us that kept the peace. Can't you see? All right? We already mastered that version of us that kept things predictable. All right? We are no longer predictable. All right, we are no longer predictable. They don't know how we still wrecking stuff. They don't know why we don't have no remorse. It's a belt to ass. When you're dealing with these things, trying to tamper with these things of ours. They know nothing. All they know is that they'll be consumed with a lot of stuff. For a lot of you guys, they are saying that you are doing spell work because karma is settling accounts so hard. Your ancestors that you called upon, full well warfare, is wrecking shit so bad that it's looking like they are saying you've done spell work, that you've done conjured up the enemy. All right. They call messing up their money funny right now. All right. They are completely going through a spiritual psychosis with messages. So there's a war. All right. So like Taurus, we just had a moon in Taurus, right? So Taurus on a physical level showed us what drains us, what is actually sustaining us, Empress energy, and what we cling into when we don't want to feel. Ashe. So now we in that Scorpio energy where now we in the depths of it. We're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel this energy. You're not gonna tolerate this energy. All right? We are no longer arguing with the scripts we don't believe in no more. We are no longer complying with the people that is talking about things that we don't agree with no more. All right? But not only that, I'm getting Mars energy. We are speaking on it. All right? We are no longer sweeping under the rug. Why are you talking about that? All right? Why are you doing this? Should you be even talking about that? Okay? Now, we're in that Scorpio energy again, where we are in the depths of it. So we are no longer arguing with those type of things. We evolve. All right? Acting patient. But these people are really resentful. They don't know what patient is. All right? Acting unbothered. When really they are deeply being affected right now. The enemy can't touch you. The enemy can't touch you. So who you think they after? If you're good luck and you getting money and you getting upgrades and your vehicles are being fixed and you're being gifted vehicles and stuff like that and you getting messages, if it's not touching you, where do you think this enemy is applying pressure at? Okay. So right now, bothered, they are. Deeply affected, they are. All right, don't let this social media fool you. All right, these people acting like they smiling, they are deeply affected. All right, they are hiding behind a mask right now, and the mask is being ripped off by you. All right, it's like, give me that. You hear me? It's acting neutral. All right, but really having strong opinions. You hear me? It's people that wanted to act neutral in a situation with people that didn't like you. All right, what do you mean you're acting neutral? All right, if you my dog, what do you mean? I don't want to see you hanging around nobody that I don't mess with. Because wow, what you mean by having strong opinions when you're not there? No remorse. All right? Continuously being pushed down to make the people around you feel comfortable. Absolutely not. All right? You know how to not only return to sender, but eliminate the competition and the enemy. All right? Set consequences. Belt to behind on play with me like that again. You have to do that. All right? Acting grateful when they really done settling. None of that is growth. You hear me? It's lies masking as maturity. Okay, where you ripping that mask off. You ain't mature. All right, you're sad. All right, doing the devil's work while you cutting up in the spirit realm. All right, they're going through a lot of misfortune and their emotion. All right, no more. Can you please, right? Stop doing that to me. No more. Can you please stop doing that to me? You know, I'm on the spiritual path. But rather stop the bullshit. Okay. So And at the bottom of the deck, you got the Ten of Pentacles. People are really learning a harsh lesson and going through major consequences for trying to mess up your bags. All right, right now there are multiple streams of income that God has opened the floodgates of wealth to, which you will be experiencing throughout this month. All right. It's literally every idea, every avenue. I'm hearing safe travels. Every door of opportunity that you experience that is blasting open has a big bag attached to it. All right. This is a whole bunch of seeds that has harvest. The seeds that you've sown. So again, with this good luck, all right, they're reaping major consequences. When you reach the 9 of Wands to the 10 of Pentacles, all right, this is hard work. This wasn't by luck. This wasn't by chance. You hear me? This was from hard work. The people in this devil energy that was trying to come in was trying to be a handout. All right? They was trying to come up. All right? You fought for that. So that brings me back to what I was saying. Doing nothing about this energy trying to reap your harvest, doing nothing about seeing people intentionally talk about you without consequences, all right? Doing nothing when you know that people had a part to play with jealousy or the evil eye or just hidden jealousy with your vehicle, with your emotions. That was not an option to do nothing. So a lot of you guys, you've intended for these consequences to happen. Belt to behind. All right? These people will think twice about playing with anybody money no more. All right? Because the 10 of Pentacles is generation wealth. All right? It's like you eating out of my children's mouth. No matter if y'all have kids or not. This is planning. This is having money in a bank. This is investing. All right? This is longevity. All right? This is profits. You fought for this. So it wasn't an option to let it go by somebody that was intentionally very sloppy and trying to take it. All right, trying to have a handout, trying to walk through the doors that God has opened for you. All right, so it could be easy on them. All right, and these type of people were so misconstrued in the messages and the spiritual messages, they thought that coming up off of you was a blessing from God because you had it. All right, doing things to you. All right, and expecting for you to be like, stop, please don't do that. All right, cutting up in the spiritual realm. All right, doing things that they don't even know about. Okay, that's how you defend. Everything don't gotta be fought in the physical. All right, we're too pretty. That's why these people really trying to fight you in a physical. That's probably why these people really trying to target you or try to talk about you so you can react, and they trying to harm you. You're too beautiful right now. You're too handsome, baby. All right? Call in those people to handle, our ancestors fought in the physical. So that way we don't have to do that. Okay? That's how you got ancestors. All right? Whether they calling it demonic or not, so what? Keep your foot on their necks. Spirit is saying. Guard your fortune. Spirit is saying. You worked hard for it. All right? That's why you are reaping what you sow. These people are reaping what they sow. They done started something that they cannot finish. All right? Because this is aggressive consequences. This is you aggressively attacking them in the spirit realm. You hear me? They will think twice. These people try to rob you and steal from your energy, rob you of your ideas, acting just like you, doppelganging. All right, spiritually, they were the ones spiritually attacking you. You have to make an example out of people, all right, that chose a side. They had plenty of time. They had plenty of time to choose a side. The actions that they was taking already showed they maker, all right? The intentions towards you already showed that they were silly and double-minded, all right? I need y'all to look up double-minded. And when you look up double-minded, and if you agree, on what it say and the consequences about being double-minded, put a yellow heart in the comments. All right? A lot of you guys I don't know who you are, but this weekend, all right, you running into major bags. All right? This is on a material level. All right? It's looking like you got a lot of strong and powerful. You know, the devil is Capricorn energy. You got a lot of strong and powerful ancestors that is on demon time. I'm hearing demon time. All right, about your money. All right, they on demon time about protecting these multiple ideas, these bags. All right, these opportunities. All right, this is solid. This is official. Your ancestors are on demon time right now. All right, about that vehicle, about that money, about those messages that they were sending about you. Let's not forget that. The messages that they thought was in silent, was in secret. This Scorpio new moon, we know that. All right, consequences for that too. Belt to ass. All right, consequences. All right, and they better be lucky it's not that severe, because if they think that this is severe, they haven't seen nothing yet. All right, these are consequences. You got to make an example out of these people in the spirit realm. All right, everything that happens in the spirit realm will manifest in the spirit, in the physical. All right, these people play devil card. All right, your ancestors on demon time, and that's why they're calling you demonic. All right, if you read cards or watch tarot cards, all right, they're calling you demonic. Because you're one step ahead of the game. All right, everything is exploding. Everything is erupting. This is old energy that is erupting. All right, this is old energy that has been built up. And say, I'm not tolerating this no more. All right, I'm not sweeping this under the rug. All right, call me what you want. I will be the villain in this story, but I am the hero in mine, and that's all that matters. Okay, Spirit, give me more on this energy. There is massive amounts of promotions, massive amount of recognition, audiences, that is attached to monetary gifts and gains, all right, that builds longevity, all right, the resources, these assets or fruits that have sown, it's generational. Wow, a leg ball. All right, that's belt to that ass. All right, your financial roads are completely open. All right, and you got the Ace of Pentacles. That's confirmation. All right, but as for your enemies, baby, as for your enemies, this is about money. This is about your resources. All right, they had every part to play in everything that has now switched. All right, you can't be touched. All right, so they might be calling a Legua demonic. All right, because he cutting up right now. All right, a Legua is on demon time about this wealth, about the roads that he's opening and has already opened. All right, and for double confirmation that you are walking into a month of sustainability, of wealth, of solidness. All right, where you can't be shaking your good luck. All right. It's like you're receiving good luck. I feel like your luck has changed. The Ace of Pentacles is confirming what I said. Oh my freaking gosh, and the Ten of Cups. That's your soul family. All right, what I said. In Taurus, that Taurus moon, we synced on a physical reality. It showed us on a physical reality what was draining us. All right, what was draining us? Who was draining us? All right. We started to really be enlightened that it was personal people, y'all. That was the ones that was working against us, working on us. All right? They didn't have to light a candle. It was people that was talking about you bad. It was people that was ganging up against you. It was people that was secretly praying for your downfall. It was people acting like they was patient the whole time, resentful. This is big Taurus energy, like I'm here to stay. This is solid. This can't be moved. This opportunity is coming in strong. And your ancestors, all right, have emerged. Ten of Cups. All right. So congratulations.